It's lovely to be here. It feels a bit weird. I haven't really been out anywhere since the last time I read poems was February 2020. So it's lovely to be back here. Yeah, thanks Steve, and thanks Auburn. I've published 4 authors in Auburn, and I think there'll be more stuff to come next year. But this is just like a couple of poems from my chapbook Sword, which is actually was the result of 6 months walking up and down the central reservation of the A240 from Tolworth Tower to the border with Surrey. And there's like a little strip of grass and trees in the middle of the road, and I just walked up and down it, not the whole time, but quite often, and then wrote about it. So here's the poems. Sward, meaning sod, turf, developed from the notion of the skin of the earth. I first came across the word sward in the work of Richard Jefferies, the prolific Victorian author and naturalist. His work was inspired partly by Jefferies' walks in Tolworth and named after his frequent use of sward in his writing. 11 silver birches on the greenway. The watchful trees stand, round roots in square holes, elegant drooping branches, ballet dancers' deportment. Silvery bark, shedding layers like thin pages. They house aphids, ladybirds, pebble, hook tip and Kentish glory moths. Fly agaric, woolly milkcap, birch milkcap, chanterelle and razor strop fungi. But maybe not here. In woods their diamond eyes watch grasses, mosses, wood anemones, bluebells and witches going about their business. In spring, hung with catkins like lamb's tails, they hear woodpeckers knocking, but maybe not here. Don crowns of light green tooth-edged triangular leaves. In autumn, masses of tiny seeds are wind-borne before witches ask permission to take twigs for their pheasants at Halloween. The watchful trees will see you on your journey. Will you watch out for them? Skin of the earth. Humans don't walk here. I see drivers stare at me through windshields and wound down windows as they pass by. One day, a woman and a girl stopped to look at me as I kneel to take a photo of red clover. They double take as I double take. A horse and trap careers across the dual carriageway at the Jubilee Way Junction. A time warp. A bright sunny day. I am teetering at the end of one part of the sward, waiting to cross. A bride and groom, resplendently fancy, billowing clouds of gypsy white wedding. I see them holding on to each other, laughing as the driver races away, and I miss the shot. But people do inhabit the sward, if not for long. There's a tiny path worn across the grass where lads cross over to play football. At the end of May, there was a human-sized patch in the waist-deep grass where someone had slept by the lime tree. Amongst the wild flowers there is rubbish, probably thrown from car windows. Achillea, bird's foot trefoil, ragwort, red clover, plastic bottle, buttercup, speedwell, cigarette packet, mallow, cigarette butt, dandelion, daisy, sweet wrapper, plastic bottle, plantain, hawkweed, ragwort, plastic bottle, buttercup. Pointed view. It's wide enough to comfortably lie down here. If I get down close to the ground, I can't see the road on either side. I can imagine I am in one big field that stretches on one side to Tolworth Court Farm Fields with its ancient drove road, and on the other to the Kingston University sports ground, where over on the hill the old apple store stands, a fragment of the orchards that once stretched all over this part of the world. I'm also on a sword-shaped sward island of grasses, flowers, trees, plastic bottles. A sea of tarmac, cars, lorries, buses, vans and bikes rushes past me on both sides in different directions. I'm here, push and pull, in between, in my own vortex. The sward is a portal.